Gems. I'm going to let you know tonight, everything I'm about to say is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes, right? And it's all alleged, okay? Well, this is Binky. And me and Binky owe an apology. We're going to do this before the 10-minute mark. Me and Binky owe an apology to Mel and Tay Talk. Bring your medicine so I can see it. And to Tay Talk. So y'all see Binky. Binky's getting ready to go. Do y'all think Binky's cute? Put a 1 in the chat. Binky. Binky said, don't put me in this nonsense. Hold on. Is Binky cute? Y'all come on in. Hit my like button. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. I got a lie. Come on. I'm lie. Here's your medicine right here. Come on. I'm on live. Where's the dog? Okay. Okay. Leave it in that bag here. Not gonna throw them away. You can't play with them tonight, though. I'm gonna tell you why later. Go up there and lay down. Run up there like you're running in the gym. I'm back. You know I gotta blow this 10 minutes up. So it's everybody hit up Tay. Hit up Tay. I'm gonna wait. And wear some Who News champagne. This is Who News lip gloss champagne. We're gonna put this on. Nisi, I think you better get down, Nisi, for this one.
Hey everybody, I just came up to say that prayers go out to Joe Biden. He just got diagnosed with
Prostate cancer.
a very aggressive form. It's already spread to his bone, so there's no cure. There's a treatment. Shout out Joe
There's no
Biden and his
cure.
family.
There's no cure.
There's treatments,
Mhm.
but if I was his age and got this diagnosis, I don't think I would do any treatment. I think I would just live out the rest of my days as best as I could.
Mm-hmm.
But he is very, very sick.
He is prostate cancer,
And
y'all. And
I hope that they're gonna leave him alone because they've been dragging him all week. So everybody know that man had cognitive problems. The one that's in there now got cognitive problems. So yeah, y'all. But go ahead with your whatever you getting ready to do. I'm backstage.
okay, I want you to come up when I finish. Okay, so y'all, I was wrong. I got to tell you, I'm wrong. Melody, Cherie, I'd like to give you my humble apology. Hey, Deshauna, Q, Miss Bree, Mildred, talking shit with Shayna. I owe Melanie Sharia an apology, and I want you to like look me in my eyes and accept my sincerest apology. I was wrong. I was wrong. Um, for calling her a D-list celebrity. I was wrong, everybody. And I am a woman who can stand to be corrected. Okay, y'all hit my like button. I'm a woman who can stand to be corrected when I'm wrong. I'm I give her this sincere apology, and I hope that Tay receives it. Maybe she can pass it on the mail because they don't watch me. And I was wrong calling her a D-list celebrity, and I want to correct it. Now, y'all, put a 1 in the chat if you feel I'm sincere. I'm sincere. Please put a 1 in the chat if you feel like I am sincere, because I'm apologizing. She's not a D-list celebrity. Okay. She's a Z-list celebrity. And it refers to individuals who are only slightly famous, are famous for reasons that they don't involve significant accomplishments. They're often associated with reality TV, fleeting fame, or minor roles in entertainment industry. Think of someone who briefly gained attention through a reality show, a one-hit wonder. One hit, because Nubian was not even a little tap. So, reality TV. Now, read it with me again, everybody. A Z-list celebrity refers to an individual who are only slightly famous, are famous for reasons they don't involve significant accomplishments. Let's break this on down. That don't involve significant accomplishment. Her doctrine was given, not earned. Okay, no, see. Tisha, 4 degrees, realtor, builder in states of Georgia, Tennessee, and Alabama. Okay, so we broke that down. So them 47 acres was 47 minus 47, which equals 0 acres. Okay. So they often associate with reality TV. Okay. OWN has reality TV. Carlos King has reality TV. We did have Carlita's Way, but that was on the network that's owned predominantly by an African nation. And you can buy into being called a owner. Okay. So let's finish breaking it on down. Reality TV, fleeting fame, or minor roles in entertainment industry. Okay, she made some movies in Georgia. It did not come on the mainstream. Not on the mainstream at all. To be continued. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to lose your attention. Think of someone who briefly gained attention through a reality show. Okay. Remember, not remember, because we remember when she won that Reality Queen Award. I can do that. I can nominate myself or get Niecy or Talker with Shayna or Gail or Dark and Lovely or anybody to nominate me. And then I tell my Marthugs to hit and then I go to the show with this nice blue dress on, okay? And they call my name, Reality Queen. But guess what? OWN didn't know about that. Carlos didn't know about that. Nobody knew about that. Even the people in the room did not know who she was. Okay, if you say Marcella, slap on your fingers. Second thing, remember when she did that TikTok and she had Miguel and Kim Wheatley? They were there for Goji. They didn't even know who she was. So I take back the D. I take back the D. And I'm going to say Z. And you know what order Z lands in the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, F, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. What? Z. Z. Miss Wanda. Show enough Miss Wanda. Mama D is more famous than Melody Cherie. So, she's a celebrity, all right. She's a celebrity. And so is Binky on my YouTube page. Ha! Ha! So now, before we have my precious Nisi up, I have to address misdiagnosis. So I don't want you to stick around because I'm not going to be trying to put you down. So, hi, misdiagnosis, sitting on the balcony or in your car or wherever you may be. Misdiagnosis, why do you like to roast us? Misdiagnosis, why do you like to roast us? When you text me for a debate, you text me for a debate, I responded to you, but it was kind of late. But I said, no, leave me alone. As you sit on that balcony, your obsessiveness have grown. We never asked you your prognosis, but you mentioned to all of us you had a diagnosis. But the words out of your mouth are atrocious and ferocious. When I saw you in the church roasting people, I knew you didn't have respect for Jesus or the steeple. Just stay over there going off and screaming about your idol, young Dolph. I mean it. Sincerely, I mean it. No one cares. Just have a good day and stay away. No one's going to play with all the games and antics. No one's going to pay. So, misdiagnosis. I said, I prayed for you when you went in that hospital. I really did. Because from the beginning, when you text me, and I had already seen that you text people and then put out all the information on Mad Day, I knew that I wasn't going to play with you. And I tried to tell you that you're smart and meticulous. I am meticulous and smart. I did not want to have a banter with you when you talk about let's have a debate. No. It would be one against how many people you got up here. And I didn't want to play. So I'm asking you to just stay away. I'm not worrying about you saying you're going to take everything I got. Because when you walk in the courtroom, I'm going to let them know who you're not. You're not an FBI agent and you're not a CIA. You just an old, lonely bitch who stays in the way. So I'm asking you fondly today, can you please keep your ratchet ass away? I'm not going to answer you. Because when I think about you, it's only when I do. And then I just think I'll just take a piece of tissue and wipe it up. Because everything you say out your mouth, I don't give a fuck. Misdiagnosis, I see you. And I really see you. So just leave everybody alone. You done used Tweety, then on Mad Day, you aired out Tweety. You used Queen Sheba, you aired her out. You used Don Michelle, you aired her out. Then you told us the plan. The whole plan of the lawsuits and who is getting paid and who is not. But all that bullshit you had going on did not include the Scots. So go away. I have nothing else to say. Okay. Come on up here, Niecy. Come on up here, Niecy. Let's go. Miss Bugs, Mildred, Tasha. Y'all, I hope y'all like my little poem. I don't like episode when I'm doing stuff like that. Nisi.
Something is seriously wrong with you, man.
Hey, Nori. Hey, talking lovely. Okay, y'all. So remember, it's not D is Z. I just want y'all to remember that. Now let's get on to the news because we got some popping, dropping news. I was gonna come up here and let you know that I want to come up here and let you know about Joe Biden. We need to keep him in prayer. We also need to keep Chris Brown in prayer because Chris Brown is in another element of the world and he's going to be treated as such because one, he's black, he's a millionaire, and they don't like people who are celebrities. So I'm hoping that he don't do any time in UK. I'm really hoping that. I want y'all to pray for Cassie today because Cassie over the weekend has been taking hits from Bootsy Badass. I'm gonna read what he wrote. You know, you got Choke No Joke. You know, Choke No Joke for real. Y'all may not believe me, but Choke No Joke was around after me. And he knows a lot of things. He's seen a lot of things. So they've been roasting her. And please pray for Tory Lanez. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I have been hearing in the streets that Tory Lane is not doing well. He's really not doing well. And so Fox News.
Tory Lanez is currently recovering after being stabbed in prison. The attack occurred after the New York Post made contact with Megan Thee Stallion's team regarding the op-ed that I was working on with them, and Lanez was then stabbed days later. But his representatives claims that Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, is the one responsible for the shooting. Now, I've been looking into this case for almost 6 months now. I immediately learned that George Gascon, the George Soros-funded prosecutor, railroaded Tory Lanez. And I've been actively working on the story. And this has been something that has been quite a movement. I did a petition with the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org, where artists like Drake has encouraged his more than 140 million followers to sign this petition. We put it up on Wednesday. We're at almost 300,000 signatures today that advocate for the governor of California to intervene on this and pardon him, because I believe he was really railroaded.
Me too.
The artist known as Tory Lanez.
So y'all, Megan got a lot of splaining to do. Megan got some splaining to do. Kelsey is ready to confess. But I'm going to tell you something. They're saying it has something to do with Rock Nation. And all of a sudden, a very strong man came out on about Rock Nation today. Yeah, see, I didn't ask you to come over.
I didn't get that.
No,
Could you try again?
No. I'm saying some buzzwords, honey. So a man came out today on Jay-Z. I want y'all to read this with our eyes, okay? Elon Musk exposed that Jay-Z paid 20 million to a radio show, 40 million to country stations, and 110 million for downloads so Beyonce could win the best country album category. Y'all, this is the tipping of the iceberg. People are going to be coming out about Jay-Z. They saying that her country Carter wasn't a starter, honey. That Jay-Z paid big money for y'all to listen. This ain't Texas. Oh, listen. I got some more on this young man. Because I'm telling you, something's about to jump off. And y'all want to be the first ones to see it. They make it video.
Elon don't believe his damn self.
Look at this video.
Is that AI, child?
Yes, it's AI, but it's talking. Because I never believed that, the white guy was dead, Epstein. I didn't believe that. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Cassie and her husband are cleaning up. Someone came in my chat and corrected me. Cassie got 20 million. That was the lawsuit. Recently, she received another 10 million from the hotel. Now Cassie and her husband, Alan Fine, they are doing interviews and getting paid. So Cassie says that she reached out to Nicki Minaj for help. And Nicki told her, stop complaining. It's part of the game. Baby.
I believe Nicki Minaj said that.
Now I'm going to read you because Diddy has a lot of A-list celebrities, A-listers. Like 10 years from now, you're going to say Diddy and you're going to remember his name. So these are the people that are supporting him. All these people support Diddy: Scrappy, Stevie J, Meek Mills, Carisha, Kaylina, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, Miss Me, her name is Misa Hilton, Erica Badu, Bia, Rico Love, Julius Santana, and Carl Thomas. These are people who are rooting for Mr. Combs, Mr. Puffy, Mr. Let's Have a Party. They are rooting for him. And all those people names on that list, I can tell you some things about them, okay? But listen to Bootsy Badass, okay? Bootsy said, I think Cassie and her husband masterminded this takedown of Diddy and his money. I think her husband had been trying to get her to do this for years to Diddy, but she didn't want to do it because she knew what would come out. Then, as a couple, y'all became broke. Now the plot becomes realer by the month. I think the last straw was Diddy and Carisha's relationship because everybody is saying that Diddy replaced Cassie with Carisha, okay? When she saw Carisha with the sign supporting her man at the awards, that did it. A woman scorned, so true, is a dangerous and evil motherfucker. What you say about that, Niecy?
I agree, but that still don't mean that Diddy didn't deserve to be taken down. He did what he did. He deserves to pay for what he did. But
Yeah.
I do believe that her husband, said, he did all that to you, girl, and we gonna sit here and just take it or whatever. I can agree with some of what he said, yes. But at the end of the day got to end. And it's ending with Diddy going down for stuff that he did. I don't care what nobody say. He did it.
Now,
He did.
y'all would be surprised that Alex Fine has been around a very long time. He was Diddy's trainer. Now, baby, you got to tell Diddy no. Come on now. Diddy didn't let no guys near him, not less. I'm just saying, allegedly. Diddy is dead wrong for beating her ass like that, but I'm seeing that Cassie wasn't 100% a victim in this. She wasn't 100%, but she was. Hope
She
she
was a
stays.
victim, y'all. She was victimized. Um, she was groomed from 10 years on up. Now, y'all got to give her a little bit of space, but I ain't saying that she is 100% innocent.
I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Y'all know what the rest of the song is. Okay, let me tell y'all something else that's been going on while we talking about Diddy and Love and Marriage Huntsville Z-Lister. Mexican security chief confirms. Now listen to this, y'all. We've been getting hit with a lot of Mexicanos recently. But listen to this one. Mexican security chief confirms cartel family members entered the U.S. in a deal with the Trump administration. Now, y'all, not only did they enter with an agreement, the white people from South Africa also came over here. These people told them they know how to farm and they know how to do this. For them to find out that once they got their paperwork, none of these people know how to do no farming at all. So we got the Mexican cartel family is here in the United States. New identities. Is Donald Trump going?
Girl, how about that Mexican ship hit the Brooklyn Bridge, girl?
Yes, and that's another thing. They didn't. Y'all never, ever hear about what happened in Baltimore, and now we got the Brooklyn. What's going on? But before I get into the next story, y'all, I want y'all all, everybody on my page today, all 84 y'all. Scientists have found that sniffing rosemary increases your memory by 75%. Rosemary
Bye.
Rosemary breaks down a chemical in the brain known as the astrolocine, whatever. This allows the nerve cells to communicate with one another much more effectively. So tomorrow, I'm gonna go buy me a whole bunch of rosemary, and I'm gonna be sniffing. I'm gonna be sniffing. Now, y'all, today in the Sunday paper, it came out in North Kakalaki about the beaches. And they saying that they got a little creature out there that looks like a jellyfish, stings like a jellyfish, but is not a jellyfish. And it could kill you. So, in CBS 17 in North Carolina, y'all read it for yourself. Don't swim at these North Carolina beaches. Officials warn of fecal bacteria linked. No man of war swarms Outer Banks and North Carolina islands. Rosemary is good for, what you say? Yes, it's good for our hair too. Carmen, the first time, at the time, talk to another. Okay. All right. So listen to the story, y'all. North Carolina health officials warn people against swimming in 3 areas at the coast this week. So to me, I know they say 3 areas, but I'm saying all those areas, okay? Coast this week due to high bacterial levels. Meanwhile, 2 other Tar Heel, that's another cute name to say North Kakalaki, coastal communities warn about more visible beach dangers. Painful sting from Portuguese, it says Portuguese man of war. They calling this thing man of war, okay? The bacterial warning came from heavy rains this week, which can typically cause higher bacteria counts because of the runoffs from the storm. The high-profile beach hazards, man of war, they calling this little creature a man of war, washed ashore on Friday, according to the Sun.
Hey, who the troll?
Huh? What?
I said, who the troll?
Oh,
I ain't been reading the comments.
I don't even care about no troll, because you know why? They're going to troll me because I'm talking about Melody Cherie. And I'm about to get on BT in a minute. Okay.
Go
These
ahead.
they said these aren't jellyfish. Wait a minute. Now I got lost. Wait a minute, because I'm getting thrown off. I don't care who no troll is. I'm the biggest troll on YouTube. Okay. It says these aren't jellyfish, but colonies of organisms with a powerful sting. Even when the suckers are dead, their tentacles can still sting. Do not touch them, says the fire officials in South Beach, an island about a mile from South Carolina. Fire crews said men of war are blue, are purple, and they look like cute balloons. They float on the water surface or they wash up to shore. The organisms have long treads like tentacles that are so painful. At the Outer Banks Cape Lookout National Seashore warned Saturday of the man o' war on the beaches. They said just a friendly reminder to exercise caution regarding the presence of these Portuguese men of wars. Their tentacles can pose a risk to bare feet. It can swell your feet to the point you would have to have your feet amputated. So, I will not be going to the beach because they said the
I'm
most.
going to the beach. I just ain't going to the water.
I'm going to the beach. The most serious bacteria problem across this week. Now, you mean to tell me that you're going to tell me that these things are in the Outer Banks, but if I go down to Virginia Beach, which is 10 minutes away from me, them things ain't floated over there, not one. All the water is connected.
We do not know what's in 80% of the stuff in our oceans. We have no damn idea what's up under there. We don't know what's in the ocean. So
Mm-mm.
it ain't no telling what's down there that's getting ready to come up and get us, baby, because with these storms and stuff that's going on, I just believe God about sick of us.
Mm-hmm. Now, check this out. I'm going to give you another reason to keep yourself on out of the ocean, okay? Let's look at this. Uh, just look at this.
When y'all boo boo, that's where it's getting dumped at. I know that's a foul smell, but I want you know how some folks be wanting to just jump in there. Oh, but no, I'm not doing that. No, that's god damn, that's a whole lot of bowel movement. Ooh, look at all this. I can tell somebody need to detox. Look at all that brown. Look at that there. Hell. So I want y'all to know on the cruise ships when y'all boo boo, that's where it's getting dumped at. I know that's a foul smell, but I want you know how some folks be wanting to just jump in there. Oh, but no, I'm not doing that. No, that's god damn, that's a whole lot of bowel movement. Ooh, look at all this. I can tell somebody need to detox. Look at all that brown. Look at that now. Hell. So I want y'all to know on the cruise ships when y'all boo boo.
Now, I was researching the shit. Do you know they said that they do this like 3 miles from shore? 3 miles from shore that they dump this. And what you gonna tell me that it sinks down to the bottom? No, it spreads all over the water. She said she going to the beach here, but I don't go in the water. Yuck.
I don't want the water now, but I love to hear the waves and see the ocean.
Hmm. Prayers to the people in St. Louis. They were impacted by the tornado. Yes, we had some rain going on here,
And
y'all.
do you know that them people have just put up new sirens? Millions of dollars from the infrastructure program to put up sirens that were going off all the day before while they were testing them. But
Mhm.
now siren went off before the tornado hit. People in Kentucky, they didn't get no warnings. They didn't even know it was a tornado because of all the cuts that they made, Doge cuts or whatever. So them people didn't even know a tornado was coming. They didn't get no warnings on TV. Nothing.
Now, I want to tell y'all this story. Now, this should make you think it dang. Y'all talking about y'all want to go over there to Africa and all this kind of stuff. Listen to this.
I killed 800 children. I was medically experimenting on children compared to Adolf Hitler, soon to be part of the KKK. It's kind of like where it began, you know? What is feeling called by God? What is that like? Baby John! I just started to see malnutrition everywhere. So many children came seeking help. We decided to make a malnutrition rehab center.
She would do things as if she was a medical personnel.
She was not qualified to do this. They were not licensed as a medical center.
DIY, is that what you call it?
This was over my head as a nurse.
In case you missing the T, I see dead people. On HBO, gave a white woman who unalived 800 African children in a Uganda in her own TV special. Okay? White supremacy is at its peak. Is a white woman moving to Uganda posing as a fake doctor, running a fake clinic, having hundreds of Ugandan babies die under her care, and then became a platform in a docu-series for her intentions, because her intentions were good. Now, you mean to tell me that y'all folk want to sit over here and argue about a Z-lister instead of sharing with each other what's going on in the world? Because they coming to get you. Baby, when I get ready to tell you from Tennessee all the way to New Orleans, they got these flowers that are growing. And when the wind blows, this dust comes off these flowers that are deadly. And they said they got a whole heap of these in Tennessee. These people are coming from us, gunning for us, and gonna take us out every way they can.
Girl, did you see that post I made about they over there right now in South Africa making them a white only town?
Oh, they got it. They already had it.
Like, so it's like they building up this new town where it's a whole white town. Wait 1 second.
Pull it out. I want to be the bearer of bad news for y'all. Listen to this. This is for y'all.
Way thanks to Donald Trump. This week, the CEO of Walmart said that they will not be able to hold down prices any longer, and that Walmart will be increasing prices across the nation. The CEO of Walmart said all of the tariffs have been difficult on the business, but the worst have been China. The CEO said that even with the recent reductions in tariffs between the United States and China, it's still not enough to keep prices down. Economists have taken this news.
Now, y'all, they raising the money, cutting them food stamps, and cutting your paychecks, and some people are losing jobs.
The apartheid regime that segregated black South Africans.
Orania is a whites-only town. Black people cannot live or work here. Every job is reserved for the whites.
Do I believe that places like Orania should exist? No. Do I believe that Orania is racist? Of course.
The white Afrikaners only community of Orania got their own currency, their own flag, their own government, and make their own policies.
Right here in Orania, we have our own private security company.
And of course, we have our own airstrip here in Orania.
In Orania, we're building a city, so we have our own construction company.
Have you ever sold property to anyone who's not African speaking?
No.
If I have money, how much you sell?
Y'all go over there. This is his YouTube. Stephen NWKWU, and watch that whole video. They out there burn. Let me hush.
Now, y'all are briefly hearing about this town, but guess what? That's what they're trying to do with America. Y'all, there's a lot of us. Lake Erie is filthy too. I never go to the beaches here in Cleveland. Everyday bodies are found. In Georgia too. Lake Lanier, they be having a lot of bodies. Where did the white South Africans come from? Any damn way, damn colonizers. I heard about that town some years back, and now they want that town to be a country.
They want it to be their own country.
Now, I'm ready to jump off some of the news because this is news. This is YouTube news. But this is what I want to say before I start talking about these court papers that I got.
I'm sitting there having empathy for you. You a lying ass mother son of a bitch. I can smell the stink on your soul. Jesus. I'm sitting there having empathy for you. You a lying ass mother son of a bitch. I can smell the stink on your soul. Jesus.
Yeah.
The number one most anti-inflammatory food.
That could be to several people. That could be just several people. I can smell the stink on a couple of people's soul.
Baby. Yes, I seen it burning down. And I was in here saying, don't that look good? I wish I had some marshmallows and chocolate, and so I could sit down there beside the fire.
The fire.
And let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
Okay, now y'all look. I got these court papers. And on page four of the case in Madison County. Wait a minute now. I gotta look at it. I gotta find it because I got it. Okay. Let me see. Wait a minute. Is this it? Wait a minute. Oh my God. Where is my court docs? Wait a minute, y'all. I'm gonna find it in 1 second. I should have had this pulled up, but I'm gonna pull it up all for you now. Okay. So in these court docs is 2 attachments. On page 4 of this attachment, on page 4, let's get to page 4 because I got it in my hand. Okay, let me tell you the first part of the thing, because y'all, because they added my name on that lawsuit, that made me start digging. So we see this right here. There has been a jury trial that was demanded, okay? A jury trial demanded, okay? And on page 4, let's get to 4. Instead of me reading all this jibber jabber, TikTok and Company. You see that TikTok, the defendant TikTok and Company has requested that the plaintiff pay them their damn attorney fees. TikTok was, like me, the same day, taken off the case. TikTok said, you're not gonna play with me. We want our money. TikTok wants their money and they want it now. So that's one thing. But let me show you something else. In the case in Madison County, I want to read to y'all. And I'm gonna show y'all the words. Cause OWN is ready to get their money from this frivolous lawsuit in Madison County. So here it goes. This is OWN talking, and they said first, the lady has failed to state her claim upon which relief can be granted against communication. And they said that after being put in the lawsuit 3 times, and the judge said no, they still decided to add on again. Now, OWN said this is going to be their fourth time. And OWN, look, if y'all can understand these numbers. See this? They say number 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. They saying the personal information was obtained by subpoenas. So you can't say that. And look, these OWN lawyers, which are Jewish, because they sent 3 lawyers each time they had to go to court, they had cited all these cases. Baby, they cited all these reasons. And now they are asking the ship. It is in the works right now. They are asking the ship to run them their money for putting them in a lawsuit that they had to come and defend on TikTok and everybody. So if y'all go into my community page, I don't know what I did to my YouTube, but I have not been able to pull it up on my phone. But I got it today because somebody told me to turn my phone off. If y'all go to my shorts, let me see. This is a lesson for everybody on YouTube. See that? Section 230. Section 230. Corporate defendants, Google, YouTube, they argued under Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. We are immune from ability from any third party on our platforms, including videos, comments, and community. You cannot sue them. You cannot sue YouTube. You cannot sue Ding Donga, which is dead. You can't sue Google. And all this. So listen, this happened in a real case. This, Section 230, no provider or user of an interactive computer service shall be treated as a publisher or speaker of any information provided by another information content provider. They are saying on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Google, none of these platforms, you cannot sue them. They basically saying in this, if you don't like what you're hearing on Nisi page, on Marcella page, don't go over there. You walk yourself to the fire and you stand there and burn up, but don't accuse none of our platforms because Section 230.
Voluntary victimization is
Yep.
what that is.
Say it again, Nisi baby, because say it again. Voluntarily.
Victimization, baby. Whenever you could just click off a page, you ain't got to be here. You don't like what you hear, go to the next. That's what I do.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. So anybody who's trying to sue, are you listening over there, True T? Anybody who's trying to sue YouTube and all these people, no, 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 no. So before I break off with this mess, okay, this is my motto, okay? She's a queen, but beneath her crown, my crown, there's always a touch of gangster and a hint of psycho. Don't test me. Because you brought me up one time, and every time I come, I'm going to keep tagging you. Boop, 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 boop. I'm even going to light lights for you at the end, okay? All right, let's see. Let me see what you say, bro. Using third and fourth hand information is not legal. They're going to die on that. And whosoever bought these lawsuits, they have to pay for those attorneys that Google and OWN had to hire. Correct. TikTok done already said, TikTok, you don't stop. I need my money back on the clock. I said, these are already filed in court papers. These is already a request in Madison County and over there in Missouri. Because I'm telling you, the documentation in Virginia is the same as the one in Madison County, is the same as the one in Missouri, Michigan, Florida. Same documentation, same verbiage, same words, just names has been changed to continue to play the game. You shouldn't have put me on this lawsuit because you knew I wasn't going to let them say, okay, you're off of it. Well, how they say, goose, goose, you're out. You're out, Marcella. You're out. No. Now I want to know why you would.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to make this Sue gate. We're going to make this Section 230 gate. Hurt feelings can't create lawsuits. That's what I'm saying. And I'm just so sick of people saying they're going to take everything I got. Baby. Marcella, that's good news because I don't know why anybody would want to go to court. I hate court, jury duty, and any of that mess. So we're going to get off of that. We're going to get on back to the news because when I say I got some news to tell y'all, okay, I don't know why content creators are like taking little soft hits at me, but baby, I apologize. Mel is not a D-list celebrity. I sincerely apologize about that. She's a Z-lister. Now you go read it for yourself. Google, honey. Google. Google. Okay, so now let's get to some news. And then me and Nisi gonna tag team on this news, okay? Because I did not sleep all night for real. I could not sleep all night because my sinus was messing with me, the rain and everything. Okay, let me tell y'all about this story, y'all. This is a true story. This gentleman, Cybertruck, drove out of his driveway and went back to the dealership. My Tesla Cybertruck just drove itself back to the dealer because of the heavy debt I owe. Come back, Cybertruck. So this dude is saying that his truck, drove back. He's asking how many Tesla Cybertruck owners can relate to this country song. The truck started itself up and drove back to the dealership because I guess the man couldn't pay. The man could not pay. And the truck went on its way, okay? Why you laughing?
Woo! Not
Yeah,
him saying, come back, truck.
yeah, and I believe that too. Thank you for saying that. Let everybody do their content. Is their opinion. I mean, nobody has to be corrected over here. But since y'all want to say Mel is a celebrity, that makes me kind of, when you say that and you don't say my name, and I know I'm the one that said it, it makes me want to say, okay, you're digging. So you're digging with a spoon. Let me dig with a backhoe. And that's what I'm going to do every time. Yep, the truck went back. Okay. You see that music on here? Uh, Nisi. Okay. Aubrey O'Day will not testify at Sean Diddy Combs' trial. Was never subpoenaed. She said she was never subpoenaed, even after all these people jumping out the woodwork saying, I'll tell on them. I'll tell on them. I'll tell on them. She wasn't subpoenaed. Former Dana Kane star Aubrey O'Day will not take the stand in the high-profile federal trial. She told TJ Holmes and Amy Rochett in the premiere episode of their new podcast, the 41-year-old artist who rose to fame on MTV making the band under Diddy's guidance had made a May 14 Instagram post saying that she believed and hinted to a possible court appearance. I don't think they're really trying to get the people who could really tell on him. I don't think they're trying to get the people because she would be one that can actually get him. But baby, I told y'all better stop playing and get this food in y'all house. Get this food. The man probably parted and stank too harshly and yeah, them Teslas is there to take. But I want to let y'all know this is poor. This is seriously poor management, and messed up. Food for millions rot in storage after Trump's unsaid cuts. This is millions, roughly 60,000 metric tons. 60,000 metric tons. Enough to feed 3.5 million people for a month is sitting unused in foreign countries because of the Trump administration's sudden cut in funding to USAID earlier this year. According to the sources speaking to Reuters, the rations are spread across 4 warehouses in Houston, Dubai, Durban, and Dubai. The compromised cereal, pulses, and cooking oil. The food is valued at $98 million. Was intent for emergency distribution in a hunger. Now, this is where the food was supposed to go. Gaza and Sudan. The food value at $98 million was intended for emergency distribution in hunger-stricken regions, including Gaza and Sudan and the Democratic Republic of Congo. Most of it now will end up in incinerators or as animal feed. Y'all, nearly 500 tons of high-energy biscuits in Dubai are set to expire in July. And it is crazy. They're trying to remove people. Who is Yolanda? Let me see. Yolanda. Yolanda, I know who you are. Let me tell you who you are, Yolanda. You are the Yolanda that are over there, Brand News, I believe. They were over there talking about you on her page, saying that Melanie Cherie, Yolanda sues Melanie Cherie. I'm going to dox you, bitch. No, let me stop. I'm not. Niecy don't want me to do that. Niecy don't want me to do that. So, why are you so jealous, Marcella? I'm gonna tell you why I'm not jealous. I have a husband. I own what I got. Millionaires really don't tell people they're millionaires. I got businesses. I got more than 47 acres. Why would I be jealous? Can't keep a man, can't keep friends, can't keep a husband. Yolanda, you about to get her fried. Why would you be over here? You about to get me talking about her. Every time y'all bring her name up in my chat, I'ma fry her like a scrambled sunny side up. Hope our Lord empties the clip. Mm-hmm.
Now, I done got rid of the other little heifer now.
Yeah.
Here come another one.
Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same old people. And I know all of misdiagnosis people. I done already found out who they was, and I guess she might have changed the name. Who's Yolanda and why are they coming at me? Listen, didn't Mel tell y'all not to stay over here with negativity? Okay. I want to tell you, like, everybody's always talking about the other cast members. Okay, Kimmy, she's a nurse, she's a business owner, she's a chef, event planner. I can't hear. Event planner, realtor, a properties. She runs a credit one, and she ain't running around telling everybody, "Do you know me, Kimmy Scott from 11 Maritinesville?" She don't do that. Tisha's a realtor. Tisha be on TV. Talking about properties and stuff like that. She's a realtor. They own a club. They own a whole building. They got license in Georgia. They got license and thing. And both of these ladies, Kimmy and Tisha, still have their husbands. And Miss Wanda got her husband too. And a side dude. This is what I'm talking about. Nobody's jealous of her. That's not. Let me shut up, honey. So next time y'all say she jealous, just say, why would Marcella be jealous of Mel? Marcella is natural in every way. 34 Bs, but I got a good friend that got JKL and P titties. I'm good. My booty is good. Everything, y'all. Y'all see my little outfit that I did my little TikTok in last night with Fantasia. Girl, please. I'm 60 in August, and I got some hot flashes. But I'm still fine as wine, honey, and everything is natural. So let me bag. Look, y'all. Let me bag this. Let me get this out. Let me get this out. You know. Yeah, we got a bag of everything. Yeah, I got y'all stuff. Let me get there. I get up early in the morning and I pull these tickets and stuff so I can get y'all stuff out. I don't have to do that. I call and said, is the property ready for inspection? Oh, yeah, you want to buy that property, bro? Let's invest in that. What you say, Tim? What you want for breakfast? Yes, massa. I can boil an egg. I got a friend that got real big boobs. We are natural over here. We are not plastic in any fashion or form. And guess what? Those ladies are still on a TV show. She might have closed the door. She might have closed the door on that TV show. But to tell the truth, they was ready for her to go. Everybody was happy. Bye. Oh, you leaving. So every time y'all talk about Tisha and all of them, I might have to make my back page my Love and Marriage Huntsville Roast X AZ stars. You know, I ain't gonna touch Tiffany because I know my partner loves Tiffany. But yeah, y'all, you know what I'm gonna do? The first night we had the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I don't give a damn. Talk about it.
I'm gonna take a drink. I'm coming up here every time Love and Marriage Huntsville come up. See, I've been trying to be the nice Marcella, and then I'm the Marcella that will fry you. Now I'm the Marcella that's gonna cook you, bake you, boy, and look, we're gonna eat, we're gonna laugh. I got a BBL big booty licious. Oh baby, I ain't got no BBL, honey. But you know, it is rumored. Doctors in LA, doctors in Mexico. It is rumored. And you know they say them BBLs make your booty stank. Yes, Destiny is doing her thing. Big ups to Destiny. Big ups to Destiny. And guess what? Destiny's still on the show. The show is filming, y'all. They filming and not one leak. That's why they mad. But y'all, you content creators, please, please, please keep mentioning Love and Marriage Huntsville. It really, 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 really helps. We love that. We love when you mention Love and Marriage Huntsville. And you know, and what? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. GoFundMe. It is with the heaviest hearts that we share the devastating news of Lonnie. Oh, we don't know Lonnie. We don't know Lonnie. But anyway, all right, y'all. My next story. Do you know the white people? The white people are upset. They are upset. Let me tell you why they upset. The largest antebellum mansion in the South, built in 1859 with 65 rooms burned to the ground. Y'all know who don't know how to say their sixes. And then be talking about Tisha. Sit.
Burn. The firefighters got there too quick, baby, because I wanted to be nothing but a little rubber out there. Still a little bit too much on.
Now this girl right here, I thought, I'm gonna tell you something. Niecy ain't gonna lie. When I went down there and met Niecy, get back on this camera for a minute. Get back up here on this camera. When I went down there and met Niecy, I thought Niecy had got her breast done. And so I told her, do you mind me asking, where did you get your breasts done? Because without a bra, because Niecy had on a little tank top with no bra. She said, these are mine. I ain't never got no titties. Cause at that time, I was about to get me some little breasts. But my husband told me, look, girl, we've been married over 20 years. Oh, see, I ain't got none of that. We've been married over 20 years. And he said, baby, I love your raisins. And I said, okay, I ain't getting my breast done then. He said he loved my raisins. How many of y'all got raisins? Okay, so listen. The
Y'all, this is why I'm not coming on camera that much, is because you see my face. These steroids got my face looking like a whole pumpkin. So
you are beautiful in
that's
every
why I
way.
don't come on camera.
In every way. You're natural. That's what make you beautiful. You're natural. And you still got a husband. Okay, so the largest pre-Civil War mansion in all of the American South burned to the ground as a devastating fire ripped through the historic wooded structure built nearly 200 years ago. Flames broke out of the Nottoway plantation in the White Castle, Louisiana, just after 2 p.m. Thursday, drawing engineers from 10 local fire departments who were helpless to stop the fires from burning up all 53,000 square foot of the iconic building. Now, let me tell you, in case y'all don't understand why I'm reading this, baby, that's where the slaves was kept. That's a whole slave camp, whole slave cabin, whole plantation. Let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. Because, they didn't have problems with the history of that place. And they went back there and they was fixing that place up. And what was they getting ready for? So God is not pleased, okay? And guess what? Let it burn. Let it burn and burn some more. Now,
Best thing happened all week.
well, I'm gonna tell you this now. In Currituck, North Carolina. Let's stay with North Carolina.
Look now. Look now.
You can't leave North Carolina now. Currituck, North Carolina. Listen to this, y'all. Now, y'all gonna be shocked in some orange juice. Listen to this.
Mama, I live over here. Send her.
Tyler Chase.
That's a teacher talking to a student. The video shows an adult allegedly calling a student the N word in Currituck, North Kakalaki. Now, Currituck is so close to me that is our news station, WTKR. I need to tell y'all, we are not our ancestors.
Wait a minute. I take offense to that. Cause I'm my ancestors times 10, baby. Try me. Try mine or try me.
Girls, a lot going on in North Kakalaki.
And I'm telling you right now, I am the wrong one. Now, I told y'all I calmed down a whole lot. I almost died in 2020 of COVID. But I feel that spirit coming back. And I've been trying to shake it now. But I already tell y'all know what I carry. You know what I carry. And these people better not mess with me, okay?
Me and Nine Sally.
I just ain't got I just ain't got no patience for it no more. Like, so this lady was because this story came out by a girl in a handicap park, and a white female cop came up messing with her. I got out of my car and I realized I forgot to put my handicap placard up. And there was this lady standing there. She was like, it don't look like you need a handicap placard to me. So I just stopped. And I looked at her like this.
That look is crucial.
She done went on about her little merry way. I ain't got time for it. I just don't. I ain't got time for none of that unnecessary BS. I'm grown. You want to call the cop to come write me a ticket because you don't think I got a handicap placard? Baby, do what you do. But don't try me. Don't try me.
Okay. The next story. Now I want y'all all to Google this. Ivanka Trump's husband lived in the building 666 Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, that business always been there. Jared Faulkner, Jared, whatever his name is. Krishna. His family always had that property there on 666.
But he in trouble. Ivanka husband faces scandal in new Trump hotel development as officials find forged documents. The Trump's grand 500 million Siberian hotel dream faces a major snag. A key document needed for the Siberian authorities to approve this swanky project was found to be allegedly forged. As officials declared, Jared Kushner, former president advisor and Ivanka Trump's husband, is eager to start construction in the Belgrade location, where the old Yugoslavian Defense Ministry. Now, I'm going to tell you why I'm reading this to you, because I could care less about him. Don't y'all see that Donald Trump is starting to build big business out of the United States? Is he selling our stuff to Russia? Is he selling us off?
Bit by bit. And that jet that he got from Qatar.
He took it?
Yeah, he said he gonna take it.
He said
but this is the whole kicker. They've been trying to sell that plane since 2020. They tired of paying the maintenance on it. They tired of the plane just being there. So that's why they gave it to him. Because they were trying to sell it since 2020. So you got played again. These people just playing all in his face. He don't even realize.
All right, Nisi, what's your story? Because I wanted to talk about Rudolfo.
I want to show y'all the story I was talking about with the lady with the handicap placard.
Nisi, did Trump get arrested for drugs? Because I heard he
did. I ain't heard about it.
I did.
So let me show y'all this here.
A video picking up moments after an arrest escalates. The handcuffed woman seen on the ground, Bashari Faulkner. Faulkner accused by Senatobia police of illegally parking in a Walmart handicapped parking spot. WRG followed up with Faulkner, who says before cameras came on, she had just dropped off her grandmother and parked in the handicapped spot while displaying a handicapped placard. Then police tapped on her window.
I opened my door and I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "You parked in a handicap." I said, "I'm sorry, officer." I said, "I can move, but I got the handicap sticker."
Senatobia police in a statement saying the officer observed the vehicle from the time it pulled into the parking lot and parked and did not observe anyone exit the vehicle. But about 6 minutes in the Facebook Live, you see the grandmother mentioned. So you still have the handicap sticker? Can you show us real quick?
I didn't move.
Faulkner going a step further to show the handicap sticker. And we see the expiration day is for September 30th. 2028. Senatobia police say it's Mississippi law to show identification on demand when operating a motor vehicle. The officer seen on video claimed Faulkner refused and cursed at the officer. And when the officer grabbed her arm, she claims Faulkner resisted.
ID right there. Well, I got my license in my hand. I'm trying to tell her I want a sergeant. It's getting loud. She getting vocal. It's getting hotter and hotter with the situation.
But Faulkner says what's not in the statement, the female officer threatening to tase her in front of her children and then threatening to call Child Protective Services.
I shouldn't have to be spending my Mother's Day sitting in a cell because of handicap sticker.
And they done released the body cam on that, y'all. Let me show y'all the body cam.
I was just checking the placard. I'm seeing whose name it was in and if you were the owner of the placard.
My grandmother, she went in the store.
She went in the store?
Yes, ma'am. I had dropped off. She went in the store, but I can move. I can move.
How'd you drop her off?
I just moved.
Yep. Okay. I need you to see your ID, please. I need your ID, please.
What did I do?
Because you're parking in a handicap and you're not allowed to park here.
Yes, ma'am, but I just said I was going to move. My grandmother, she's handicapped. She's in the store.
Did she come out of this vehicle?
I dropped her off at the other end.
Did she come out of this vehicle?
I dropped her off
Did
at
she
the other
come out of this vehicle?
Can
I get your ID, please?
I haven't done nothing, ma'am.
No, you're parking into a handicap a vehicle or parking spot using someone else's.
My grandmother is handicapped. I dropped her off in the store.
How did she get up here with all this stuff in here?
I just moved.
Okay, I need your ID, please.
Y'all can lovely send it to me.
You're parking. You're using. You're violating handicap parking violation. Can I see your ID, please?
I haven't done anything.
You have, and I'm requesting your ID. And if I don't get it, I will arrest you. It's just simple. And then your children are not properly in their buckled in their seat.
Unbuckle them. You just sit up here finding a reason to fuck with me.
She doesn't unbuckle them.
I unbuckled them. I was getting ready to get out the damn car.
And you just not parked. I came up right behind you as soon as you parked. You did not turn around and unbuckle them.
Yes, I did. You weren't in here.
Because you're lying to me. You're refusing to identify yourself.
I want a supervisor or something because you feeling real hostile and shit. I need you to get a supervisor because you sitting up here fucking with me for no motherfucking reason.
There's no need.
I need a supervisor because you mess with me for no reason, and I told you I would move.
No, it's just not that.
Yeah, you mess with me for no reason. I got my kids in here. I do not feel safe with you doing this.
You're escalating this. You're doing this.
Come on, man. Come on. Do what you gotta do.
Step out here, please. Step out of here.
I'm gonna give me some coffee, Niecy.
Get out of the vehicle now before I make you get out of here. Do you want to do this in front of your children or not?
You said you answered my ID. I just gave you an ID, bro.
Aisle 4, Walmart aisle 4. Get out of the vehicle now or I will make you get out.
Where did she refuse to give her ID?
Oh my God, why you grabbing me?
She had pulled the taser out also, y'all.
I have one that says,
you grabbing me, bro? What you doing?
Get out of the fucking vehicle now. Get out now.
And if you
get to the back of the vehicle now.
Girl, she just grabbed me out the back of the vehicle. She just grabbed me.
Because you're refusing to walk with me. You're now.
Y'all. Y'all, that is so triggering for me. Cause imagine the fear that went through her mind with how all these police situations have ended. With her drawing her taser and stuff like that. Like, do we got another one?
Wait a minute, let me read it. I guess haters need a job too. Hate on haters. Mama D is more famous than Mel. She's been on TV longer. Wanda is more famous than Mel. She is not a clown. She's a country ghetto. Well, baby, you just offended a lot of people up here that's from the South. And we'll remember your name, Dr. Sherry Show, which is a trope. Yep, she tried to fight and got what? What? Oh, canceled. But she's back. And another thing, she tried to fight. How many people have tried to fight on reality shows? Come on now, on all the housewives, they almost get into a physical fight. Portia will lay you down. She's cornbread fed. But you're over here interrupting our good show, Dr. Sherry. Dr. Sherry, cut it out. Go on over there and commence the licking. You ain't got to take her out. Let her stay so I can drag her some more. This is why I don't feel bad when officers, especially ones. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, it's triggering, but y'all, honest to God, I need to tell you that this is beginning to happen, and you know that these officers cannot be charged or held responsible for that.
What y'all need to do is what I started doing. Whenever an officer stopped me and they try to engage in small talk or whatever, I'd be like, "What you stopped me for?" And then they was like, "Oh, well, where you been? Where you coming from? Whatever." I don't have to discuss my day with you. And then they ask more questions. I invoke the Fifth Amendment and I want an attorney present. Am I detained or am I free to go? Don't sit there and engage in small talk with them. Don't tell them you came from the store, you went to Walmart, because all they trying to do is to figure out how they can get you caught up in a charge. So invoke the Fifth, say you want your lawyer. Am I free to go? Am I detained? Period.
Well, when the officer stopped me, they said license and registration. I give it to them. They said, "What's your name?" I said, "Frida." And then they said, "What's your last name?" I said, "To go." And they said, "Your name is Free to Go." I said, "Thank you very much. Have a great day." And I drive off.
You so stupid.
Well, Dark and Lovely said they can be held responsible for what they do. But honestly, what I have Sarge in charge, I don't know what she feel what's wrong with the South, but she came over here and she talking about the South. So I don't know. These people will go ham for Mel. Baby, that's too demonic for me. But anyway, I'm being honest with you. We are starting to have police officers do things that's not right now. And we got to be vigilant. We have to tell our children to cut on Facebook Live. I tell my children to cut on Facebook Live. Once they get that license and registration and those cops go back to their car, you put it on Facebook Live. You let everybody know police have stopped me. I feel endangered. And let Facebook Live run it so it can be shared over and over again. Because in North Carolina, this happened in North Carolina. It was a woman working undercover for the FBI. And a police officer stopped her while she was surveilling a home, y'all. And she, gave them her license and registration. She did not give them her badge or anything. They told her they wanted to check the car. She let them check the car, y'all. And they put drugs in the back of her trunk. She let them get arrested. She let them arrest her. But if every 30 minutes she had to check in with the agency. And when she didn't check in, they tracked her from something she had on her clothes. They tracked her at the police station. Do you know she stayed in there overnight? She told the police what's the reason why y'all arrested me. Girl, we are so far from this. Come back to the Mars show and talk, Dr. Sherry. But you just offended everybody in the South, and you have the nerve to show up here again. You know, she stabbed me. Okay, but you know what? Let me take care of this right fast. This needs to be taken care of. She said Wanda lied on AL and almost got kicked out again. She stabbed you in the back just today, bragging about she and Butterfly. She don't give a about you. She wants to be a star, living vicariously through her weak daughter. Let me make you understand something. What happened with me and Miss Wanda? It happened with me and Miss Wanda. I have not come out here publicly to talk about whether she stabbed me in my back, front, or whatever. She bragging about Butterfly. They don't have nothing to do with me because I am who I am. Butterfly is who she is, and Wanda is who she is. I don't have to be in line to be somebody's friendship. Talking about she don't give a fuck about me. You don't even know who she is. And you don't know if she want to be a big star or not. She's a star in Bethel. She's a star in Birmingham. Everywhere she goes, she's well known. And you say that she's living vicariously through her weak daughter. Her weak daughter is successful. Her children are graduating at the top of the line. Her daughter got a husband. Her daughter ain't out here trying to sell, big, borrow, and steal. Her daughter ain't doing a lot of things. Her daughter owns things, okay? She owns her own house, not one, but several. So when you tell me don't nobody give a fuck about me, there's plenty of people that give a fuck about me. You just don't know those people who give a fuck about me. And I'm glad that you're up here, Dr. Sherry, because I don't give a fuck about you. And you can just leave now. I'm just letting you know. You need to go find you some business. You need to get your lips and tongue out of male's asshole. Because I still love Miss Wanda. And if she ever need me, I'm going to be there. And I know if I ever need her, she going to be there. But right now, like I told y'all on my Instagram, I hold grudges. And maybe there was a misunderstanding. And when I get upset, the people who really know me on my page know when I get upset, I don't want to hear anything. So I'm coming down. But when I come down, I'm okay. Nobody's ever stabbed me in my back. Now, my husband might have stabbed me between my legs, but not my back, bitch. Bye. Bye. Snaps on that Nisu. Folks have to be extinguished as hard as they fight for one woman. That's what I'm talking about. What the F is your point? Yeah, see, girl, people in here ready to jump on you for your opinion. And can you call on Mel? Wait a minute. Let me say one more thing. Did Mel fire all of them? Did she say you are free? Didn't she say you're free to go? I don't want no negativity. And you over here, is that pleasing to your master? You pleasing to your master? Okay, I'm just saying. Your master. Yeah, I'm trying to keep y'all out of slavery, and you got a bitch over here talking about people in the South. To me, like I said, and I always will say this, women in the South got a better feeling of life than people in New York, like where I'm from. People in the South are passionate, loving. They know how to cook. I don't. It's a lot of things that women in the South, they seem to get their education more than people in New York. And we don't, we learn things that's unnecessary. So, okay, Sergeant Charge, I won't do that no more. All right, y'all, please knock that troll out of here, okay? When she come back up, please knock her out. Please. Okay,
it's like this. Like, I get all the stereotypes about being from the South. And
tell them your IQ, sis.
132, y'all. My IQ is 132. And I get all the stereotypical comments because of how I present myself on YouTube. I do have a business voice. I do. I have another voice, but why would I come over here and try to be something that I'm not whenever it's supposed to be me? I'm representing me, not a business or anything when I come over here. So I'm gonna talk the way I talk at home. No code switch needed whenever you're supposed to be around your own people.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why y'all think calling somebody country is an insult.
And Nisi has that country twang twang, but Nisi is smart, honey. And I can speak on that, just some of the things she does. She is very intelligent because you know what? I know I'm smart and Jewish college educated. I went to a Jewish university, and Nisi is smarter than me. I'll snap out. Nisi ain't like that. And you know
Like
that
so,
Dr. Sherry got her doctorate degree from BYU, Backyard University. Deshonda says she country and intelligent. Niecy been a nurse for 30 years. Deshonda, the Fox is a nurse, baby. And I'm just telling you, we got a lot of educated people over here. Okay, Niecy, let's get to the next story. And when that lady come up, we're gonna have to get rid of her. Delta Airlines is going up. They're getting rid of the basic economic fare. There will be no more basic economic fares for Delta. They're letting you know if you're going to travel out of here, you're not, nothing is every suitcase you got, every step you make, you going to pay. You are going to pay. Uh-oh, Dr. Levis says she country from Arkansas. She's smart. Pink slips was given, and Sherry ass is over here. Child. They got fired, and they over there fighting for mail every damn day. So Delta, let's get back to our stuff because I got thrown off because you know what?
I'm so glad that, like I said, I don't have that cult mindset, y'all. I just don't. Like what I want to be involved in, I'm gonna be involved in. What I don't, I don't. I don't understand how y'all letting a grown woman dictate what y'all do and don't do.
And I know you love her. Keep loving her. I want to let y'all know that 17 people died from these tornadoes, and 700,000 people right now is without power. And they said new tornadoes are coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that this is gonna be a tornado season out of hell. I woke up probably it's been probably about 2 or 3 months ago now, and I was screaming and hollering, and my husband had to hold me down. He was like, "What are you dreaming about now?" I said, "It's gonna be a rough tornado season this year," and he like, "Look, you need to take something, cause you can't be waking up like this every night." I said, "But I was born with a little extra something, y'all, and I'm telling you, it's gonna be a rough season this year."
Yeah, we got to
It's gonna
just
be
stay.
a rough storm season, period.
Okay, so I want to let y'all know that El Chapo's ex-wife and daughter, among 17 relatives who crossed the U.S. border in a surprise deal. El Chapo, y'all, the ex-wife of jail Mexican drug lord. Okay, here we go with this Mexican. They done made some deals with Mexicans. The Mexican people done tried to knock down the
You know,
Brooklyn.
they say you gotta have 5 million apiece
What?
to get a U.S. citizenship.
Well, they are here. They are over here. And guess what? She was over here 2 days, y'all. El Chapo daughter was over here 2 days, or wife, ex-wife was over here 2 days, right? And she done launched a shapewear line. She done launched a shapewear line, y'all. Y'all running my alcohol high. Please get rid of them trolls, yeah. Them trolls, actually, when they interact, I get paid for that. Need you tell them I'm not lying. Tell them we get.
I just be wondering why people come over here with the comments and stuff. They ain't doing it but padding pockets.
Yeah. Thank you. Y'all, just in Norfolk, Virginia. Have y'all ever flew into Norfolk? Norfolk, Virginia had a incident.
And the Federal Aviation Administration is investigating after a small plane went off the runway after landing at Norfolk International Airport this morning. The pilot was the only person on board the Piper PA-28 and was not hurt. Airport officials closed a runway and 4 incoming flights had to be diverted to Richmond. The runway reopened about 40 minutes later.
Police say a man approached.
I'm telling you, these airplanes are falling out the sky, honey.
I think it was a helicopter collision today also.
Oh, y'all, as of tomorrow, 9 million Americans could lose their health insurance. I just want y'all to know, the weekend vote, while we was worrying about Diddy, White House study warns 9 million Americans could lose health insurance in major recession if budget bill fails. Now, you know the Republicans was over there voting, right? The White House on Saturday released a study estimating that 8.2 to 9.2 million more Americans can be without health insurance. Y'all, we got to learn how to take care of ourselves. We got to do our best in taking care of ourselves. A lot of people have high blood pressure. You know, we got to learn what we can do. Was there any damage to the Brooklyn Bridge? They said it wasn't. It wasn't. And did you hear any damage to the Brooklyn Bridge?
I haven't heard of any damage, but I think a couple of people that was on the ship died because they were actually on the sails.
Mm-hmm.
Now
let me tell y'all,
the mast hit the ship, not like like in the other city. The actual ship hit the bridge, but the mast just hit. So I don't think it's much of any kind of damage. But I know if I would have been on that bridge, baby, I'd been scared to death.
Well, I want to tell y'all, Ben and Jerry co-founder, Ben Cohen, honey, a Jewish man, Ben Cohen, was among several people arrested for disrupting a hearing on Capitol Hill involving human health services. Yes.
RFK came up out his chair, girl. He was scared to death.
Yep, RFK was scared.
He the head of human health secretary. Wait a minute, am I saying that right? Health and Human Secretary. Health and Human Services Secretary. And he gonna say, nobody should take any medical advice from me. Like, duh. Like, you said a worm ate your brain. You were a heroin addict. Like, baby, ain't nobody trying to take no advice from you. Like,
and the next story is Justin Bieber, y'all. Justin Bieber breaks his silence on whether he was among Diddy's victims and the rapper's ex crimes. Baby, you know what Justin Bieber said. He was not part of any of just read it for yourself, babies. However, Bieber representatives have now released a statement to confirm that he was not one of the Bad Boy Records founders' victims. Although Justin is not among Sean Combs' victims, there are individuals who were genuinely harmed by him. Shifting focus away from this reality detracts from the justice of victims. My boy say he was never trafficked or nothing. He was not a victim. Now, I have seen some tapes with poor little Justin.
He might not be in traffic, but did something to that boy. You could see the fear in his eye.
Yes, you talk about Diddy, and he just starts using the bathroom on himself. I want y'all to know that Diddy's daughters attended their prom Friday night. In spite of what's going on, they went to their prom. For okay. Now, for people who are getting food stamps and your family gets food stamps, I want to tell you that now they are requiring new, and please tell your families or whoever. You don't believe that? Yeah, I don't believe that either on peanut butter. I don't believe that either. I think he is scared, okay? Listen, House Republicans unveil new food stamp work requirements for Trump's big, beautiful bill. Now, it is crazy. House representatives are moving to put stricter work requirements on food stamps in a bid to cut the government waste and find taxpayers saving for President Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. Cobbing the vast piece of legislation together takes coordination by 11 different House committees, each working to cut down food stamps. Wherein, if you need to work to receive these food stamps, wherein the current rules exempt people with dependents under the age of 18. The new provision would now include SNAP recipients with children above age 7. If they can work, they have to work. The House Agriculture Committee, which oversees the federal food programs in addition to American farmers, was tasked with finding 230 billion in spending cuts out of a sum total of 1.5 trillion to 2 trillion. But y'all, we're not even hearing that our deficit is going down. You done cut all these
What
government.
about not having that $45 million parade that you getting ready to have and help them people in Kentucky? Like, I just don't understand why the media and other people are more in arms about what this man is running around here doing. Getting all kind of money from people who helped plan 9/11, and what CNN talked about all week, Joe Biden and his decline or whatever. Like, it's crazy. Like, you telling these people they got to work for their food stamps. 9 times out of 10, they give food stamps. They got kids. What they gonna do with their kids? Why
Right.
they at work? Like, so they gonna be trying to pay somebody to keep the kids for a little bit of food stamps? Like, it just burns my soul when I think about the hypocrisy that has been in this country forever, but really what's going on right now. It really just bothers my soul. You know, somebody came in the comments at me, started, because they saw that I was black, start saying, well, you want Section 8 and food stamps. And I said, baby, if you go look at the government statistics right now, 50% of the people that's on Section 8 are white. They get more food stamps. They get more child care credit, children in head starts and things like that. Baby, it's gonna hurt y'all more than it's gonna hurt us. It's gonna hurt y'all more than it hurt us. And for you to sit there and try to use something like Section 8 and food stamps to try to insult somebody whenever you ain't got a pot to piss in yourself, please, man. If every black person in America wanted to sit on their ass for the rest of their life, I feel like they should have a right to, because this country would not be what it was without black people. And I'm tired of us coming at each other for being on Section 8 or food stamps or whatever if you need it. You know, especially Medicaid, healthcare, everybody deserves healthcare. And for anybody to come at anybody about being on government assistance is crazy whenever You remember when Obama was in office, we bailed out all the big banks with taxpayer money, but yet they're not corporate welfare, but people who actually need it and worked in this country. And you talking about you want them, if they could work 2 or 3 hours a day to go to work. A lot of elderly get food stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Like they don't be getting but $87 a month. So you want them to go be a Walmart greeter for 3 hours a day?
Right. Mm. They're hurting our older folks. I just RSVP for a party in Chicago, and I'm not going. I thought it was gonna be online. No, I gotta go there. Meanwhile, the white South Africans are coming over here getting everything like
Giving
1,200
them
a pop.
housing, food, cars, everything that they need to get their life started. They giving them. But you tell me that just how you feel like I'm black and may not have kids, that I don't deserve it because I'm black.
Mm.
I y'all, I just been so triggered this whole week with this stuff.
You gotta pray. You gotta pray. I want to tell y'all that there was in Palm Springs, in case y'all did not hear. I want to let y'all hear it.
We have some big news right now. Officials now are saying that the bombing in Palm Springs at the IVF facility was an act of terrorism. Here's what we know at this hour. One person has been killed. 4 others have been injured. All embryos and other reproductive material within the lab are safe and unharmed. The individual responsible for this act of terror placed a bomb inside of a vehicle outside of the only fertility clinic located in Palm Springs in that area. The bomb detonated around 11 a.m. local time, and like I said, one person was killed. It's unclear whether that individual is the person responsible for this terrorist attack or whether it is another individual. We're still getting information about the victims. 4 others remain injured at this hour. Once we get more information, I'll let you know. But obviously, the investigation is going to take some time. It's still ongoing. So stay tuned and follow along for all the news that you need to know about. There'll be much more to come, I'm sure, very soon. So take care.
Y'all, it was, in fact, a young kid who did this.
They're
And
saying that fertility clinics are not of God.
right.
So they want to do away with all the fertility clinics, but they want these women to stay barefoot and pregnant. Matter of fact, they're going to take taxes off buying diapers, formula, and stuff. You ain't going to have to pay taxes on none of that because they want y'all to be barefoot and pregnant. I ain't got nothing to carry baby in, baby. So I'm a look on the handmaid tale. Most they can make me was a Martha, baby, but I'd rather be dead than deal with that kind of society. But I'm telling you, they going after it. They want to blow up the fertility clinic. They want to blow up people embryos. They don't want women to have a right to say when they want a baby, baby. They want you barefoot and pregnant now.
Now, let me tell you this story. If y'all watch Love and Marriage Detroit, y'all know they've been doing their reunion. But baby, let me tell you, this is another fraud couple who were broke up and got together just for the show to air the show. So after nearly 14 years of marriage, the Smiths have made the difficult decision to part ways. This decision, as well thought out and wasn't made lightly. It comes after a great deal of reflection and care and understanding. As we begin our new chapters, we remain committed to co parenting. Our greatest blessings, British and Bailey, with love and respect. We are deeply grateful for your support and ask for your prayers and kindness as we navigate this transition as a family. With appreciation, Christina, Brandon, British, and Bailey. And y'all know that they got back together just so they can film those episodes of that show and keep that money rolling. And then the jig was up. So if y'all watch Love and Marriage Detroit, Brandon and Christina are broken up. Listen, you
They
can
won't never together if you ask me.
You can tell that Brandon was gone from episode 1 when he came back home. And Christina said, "You left me and you left the girls. Now, can you explain to the girls why you left?" Isn't this the same Love and Marriage Huntsville? The two people were broke up. They got back together to make the money. But guess what? The mistress came out and the embarrassment rolled out. And then there was a divorce, okay? After years. I'm just saying. I can't stand Christina. Christina is the same person that the Love and Marriage Huntsville Z-lister is. I mean, she sucked too much attention till she just drained the life out of her husband. Now, um this is a topic for Niecy, and I'm gonna let her hear this story. Here you go. Wait a minute.
About the massive HIV outbreak. Have y'all seen that video about that girl who came on here to let everybody know about the massive HIV outbreak that's taking over Pennsylvania and Texas right now? And I'm talking about cases in the 100,000s. Yeah, I decided to do my own little research. And when I tell you that being celibate has to be the best thing that I unintentionally did for myself, because it's scary out there. It's scary out there. Like, I think that it's about time that all of us women get on PrEP. As of 2025, the cities with the highest HIV rates in the United States are New York City, Miami, Florida, Atlanta, Georgia, Chicago, Illinois, and Washington, D.C. Now, I took it upon myself to go and screenshot the 20 cities with the highest counts of HIV and AIDS in the United States. This is recorded from 2024. What I had shown you before was where we're at as far as the cities with the highest rates of HIV in 2025. The new updated version or the updated list will be provided probably around the same time this was published. But I'm going to post them and look behind me to see if your city is on this list. Starting at number 20, San Francisco, Oakland, Berkeley, California. Look at the rates. Next, we have San Juan, Carolina, Puerto Rico. I can't say the last part, but Los Angeles, Glendale, California. There's your rates. Now you have Columbia, South Carolina, West Palm Beach, Boca Raton, basically Florida. There you go. Jackson, Mississippi gets number 15. Newark, New Jersey is number 14. Washington, Arlington, Alexandria, D.C. area has number 13. Memphis, Tennessee is at number 12. Baltimore, Columbia, Towson, Maryland at number 11. Baton Rouge, Louisiana for number 10. New Orleans, Louisiana at number 9. Atlanta, Sandy Springs, Alpharetta, Georgia is at number 8. New York, Jersey City, New York is at number 7. San Francisco, San Mateo, Redwood City, California is at number 6. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at number 5. Number 5. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Pompeo Beach, Florida is at number 4. Look at the rates. New York, Jersey City, White Plains, New York is at number 3. Miami Beach, Kendall, Florida, number 2. And I'm going to bring you guys to number 1. At number 1 is Fort Lauderdale, Pompeo Beach, Sunrise, Florida. Look at these numbers, bro.
Y'all,
You're a straight woman. If you're a
I know that a lot of us may not be married.
Holly woman,
But
I'm gonna send this to you,
seen that
Niecy.
video about that girl?
Yeah, I've already seen that. I got that saved.
But listen,
y'all, let me tell y'all something right now. Whenever I tell you that I have gotten so many inboxes from people asking me about this, it's crazy. Not only that, the syphilis strain is back stronger. Gonorrhea strain, back even stronger. I'm telling you, these bacteria, viruses, and things like that is getting stronger. They are evolving. And I'm telling you, if you got you a boo thing, a F boy, baby, make sure he put something on it, honey. And if you the condom break, you go to the GYN and say you need to be on the prep because you with somebody in the condom broke. Baby, if I ain't had no husband right now, I probably would be celibate. And they're saying a lot for me because I'm a hot firecracker, okay? I got to have it. But if I won't married, baby, it will be locked down, clink, clink, okay?
Now, I can say for 24 years, I've been with one man and one man only. And I say that if I was 40 and I need me an F boy. That's gonna be my 60th birthday. I'm gonna find me an F boy.
And I'm gonna fight you for Tim, okay? So he won't go to jail.
I don't know. I have never thought about even cheating on Tim ever. But you know what? I be saying if I get an all girls trip and get with some crazy girls, I'm gonna get drunk and get me an F boy. I am, and I'm gonna come home and tell Tim he was little.
I definitely ain't gonna be the one. I ain't gonna be the one with you call. I'm gonna call Tim. I'm gonna be like Tim.
He didn't mean nothing. He didn't mean nothing. He was little, baby. He couldn't even do nothing with me.
And I'm gonna call Tim and be like, Tim, do you want me to get her? Because it's gonna be on and popping out here, okay?
I would never go nowhere, child. Because see, y'all just don't know. People be out there talking about my one-legged man. Baby, he got 1 and 2 halves. Woo woo. None of y'all got that. None of
Look, that's how my husband look around the corner.
Y'all better hook up with Candy Birds and get a toy. No, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just joking, honey.
Child.
Look, I be up here listening to
no
y'all did what? Y'all did. He put his big toe in you.
Ew. Listen, y'all. Now, even when we was in Alabama and Mark started talking crazy to Marcella on the phone, Marcella was like, what you we ain't like that, men. This don't cheat on our husbands. Like, boy, you better go. Marcella don't play that. Don't listen to
I
her.
went berserk because Mark has actually spoken with my husband, called me and Niecy all the time. And then he was like, when we got to Alabama, he said, like, where you staying at? And I was going to tell him the house. He said, what about y'all? Let's do a threesome. I was pissed off with him the whole trip. I had completely lost it that he would just, you're talking to my husband, you telling my husband, yo, dude, I'm praying for you and everything. And then you ask him to sleep with his wife? Mm-mm. Do you know my husband accused me of one guy? And then I told my husband it's not like that. And I'm not going to explain to you how it is. So me and this guy was on the phone at 3 o'clock in the morning. And my husband said, I'm listening. That's the guy you be on the phone with. Tell me about him. I said, I ain't got to tell you. It was Kyle Paler. I told him Kyle don't want me.
Kyle don't want nail parts or nothing you had.
Nope. Kyle that was my Judy. I would go to DC and that's who I would hang out with. And baby, and when I go to DC, they got some fine men there. But as soon as they said, hey girl, I heard a lot about you, I just knew, okay. I ain't gonna never cheat up here, Alva. No. They got
it's
some
like, now I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it. I thought about cheating, especially earlier in my marriage. Like, you know, because I ain't gonna lie. Back in the day, I wasn't faithful to nobody. I didn't care about your feelings. I didn't care about what you thought of me. If I wanted to sleep with somebody, okay, you grab them magnums and come on.
Get
That's how
her,
I
girl.
do.
She talking about magnums. I never even seen a magnum before in my
Girl,
I never seen. No, I haven't.
you ain't seen a magnum condom.
No, no.
Oh my God, that's right. You got your man dingo. You ain't had to wear no condoms with him.
No.
But anyway, I was one of those type of females that I could care less. But my husband is the only man I ever loved also. So that's what makes the difference, I guess. That
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to hurt him. So
She
I
said
just
they
didn't
make
live with you.
all kinds.
But I did have a work husband.
Mm.
He was my first work husband. Then I had a work
I don't
husband.
know.
Another
Hispanic
work
women, we
husband.
are so dedicated. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I've always like, but yes, if my husband looks like a sliding board, so if I don't think I can find anything else that match that. But that's after dark. You ain't got to know my business. You ain't got to know my business. Y'all all need to get y'all a man that can scrape your tongue sometimes. Your tongue. Scrape it. All right, yo, we go. She said they got small magnums.
They do. I ain't never had one of
I ain't never seen
them.
one. I ain't, I ain't never seen no magnum. I seen in New York where they had the condoms that was yellow, green, and whatever. And to me, the
You know,
condoms.
those the one they used to give out in the clinic back of the day. You know, you could
I
go
done
get
used
you a
to got
whole rainbow full of colors and get you face pop.
Yeah, I mean, condoms to me smell. I don't like the way the rubber smells.
There's a lot of people who do not like wearing condoms, but
I don't like the way it smells. So
it's like you couldn't lay with me unless you had one. I'm sorry. My husband is the only one that ever got away with it. Just
girl,
dating
that's
me.
after dark. That's after dark,
He
girl.
the he the only one. Only one.
Tim, get ready. No, let us stop.
Look, y'all, let me show you what I made yesterday. I got this old dresser right that was in my house. So I took two of the drawers out and I made me a garden bed.
Mm.
So let me show y'all.
Niecy got a beautiful garden. If y'all, I'm gonna put out a video in a few minutes. I'm gonna put out a video, a dancing video. Y'all better be going over to my Instagram, Marcella Speaks, where y'all can see the whole video. Last night I was up with till like 4 o'clock. I couldn't sleep, so I got up and put on some clothes I used to wear back in the day. And I was just a dancing, and Tanya and all of them was saying, "You was naked, girl," but that's what I used to wear when I go out.
So
And
I took the two drawers and put cedar boards up there
uh-huh.
and made me a two planter garden bed out of the dresser drawer. See, this is what these country women do. We take things and figure it out, okay? And put something out of nothing, okay? So
Mm-mm.
that's what country women do. That's what we good for.
Yeah, no.
Look at my
Yes.
my mama used to call them jalapenos. Look at my
Oh,
jalapenos.
jalapenos.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. But y'all better be safe out here. I'm gonna tell you, I got a brother that told me he puts a condom on for a girl to suck it.
Yeah. You need to.
He will not let nobody suck him raw. And I was like, ew, that's so nasty. And you too old for that. If we're honest, we all had our day. We get older. I haven't had my day. I'm being honest. But then you know what? If I ever do it, I don't think I can keep a secret. I don't think that I could keep I don't think I could keep that secret. And then I would be scared that I would enjoy the sneaking around, that I would lose my marriage. Uh-uh. I'm right around the corner and went to Lowe's. I need to follow you, Nisi. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. Anything that I get excited about, I get hooked on it for a little bit. Y'all be protected and be careful. What you saying, Mildred? No, I ain't never did that. But I'm scared I might get hooked. I be out there, look, trying to get to DC. And every weekend, let me go to DC. Oh, I'm going. And Tim said, why are you running up to DC? I'm going to see the president. Y'all, if y'all look on my Instagram, I showed y'all my garden today. But baby, I'm good to get off of here. All this talking about condoms and slime boards and tongue cleaners and stuff like that. I got to get off of here, baby. I got to let my hair down. I got to go sit in a cold jacuzzi and let that coldness beat on my back.
Kim's, look, Tim gonna say, don't come try to mess with me this time of day, girl.
Well, you know what? And when Tim eat, y'all, hey, girl, I need to talk to you. Why you on doing the Housewives? I know I'm good to get off right now, but guess what? I said I'm coming to your party. It's not gonna be online this year. I gotta come to Chicago. I don't know. We gotta talk about that. Princess, I give you the biggest birthday gift. I don't know if I'm gonna get on any plane and fly to Chicago, but I love you, boo. And I will send you the biggest gift way before time. I'm going to get on because you know Portia, it is rumored that Portia got a new man, honey. And this dude is African and he got wives who don't mind that they're old king, that he is a king. I love you too, Aquarius. He is a king and he is with Portia. That's my real party. I'm gonna do something. Okay, I want to be at the virtual one. Look at what I sent you on the DM, Marcella. I will. Who husband is? Yeah, she is with. Listen, let me show y'all. I ain't lying. It's coming out. And do you know the judge is actually? They're going to let Simon come to court. Listen to this.
Exclusive. So everyone knows in the industry that Portia was having trouble financially trying to pay for the mansion that she shares with Simon. Simon has been detained with ICE because she thought it was a
slammed down.
Hello, Portia. Great idea to apparently, and we're going to say allegedly, have him picked up by ICE so that she could film in the house and they could air episodes explaining what happened between her and Simon. They said Portia didn't have a way to keep up those payments on that house. And Simon has, even though he's locked up in ICE and detained, he has stopped all payments and he's willing to let the house go. She can't afford it. No, y'all think them housewife checks be paying, but they don't be paying like that. And Portia really ain't got no products like that yet. I mean, they're not selling like they're supposed to be selling. This has been talked about for quite some time. And so she's had to think of a way to get the bills paid. And so a little bird put something in my ear. When Simon get out, don't worry. Simon's going to sit down with us, even if we got to go to Africa to get it done. But Portia, we put out all of the husbands, okay? Over the years, a lot of husbands, but Portia just posted some pictures in a very custom, high-end African embroidered dress. And then she tagged this photo with Rema, the Nigerian artist. She had a caption with it. And here's the caption. Queen Bat. Queen Bat. Who is Queen and who's Bat? Why does she have on a custom African dress out of nowhere? Portia has been wearing American clothes ever since she filed for divorce from Simon. Now, she's been going over to Africa. She's been flying, her and Phaedra, and they've been over there, looking for their next victim. And she's particularly been in Nigeria a few times. When you look at her social media, she has been in her American clothes. But lately, she's back at it. And she was doing this when she was with Simon. So it's like, well, who is she doing this for? Portia, and we're going to say allegedly, of course. Latest victim that happens to be married is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, if you follow politics, Nigerians, you know who this is. This is the current president of Nigeria. who just recently settled a $3.4 billion debt that they received during COVID. And I know you're like, Tasha, but what does the queen in the back got to do? Because Nigerians call him Bat. And he uses the symbol Bat. Because his name, Bola Ahmad Tinubu, is B-A-T. Those are his initials. And when they throw up the symbol Bat in Nigeria, then it's like Portia. Of course he's married. He's the Nigerian president. She's got to know how to hide things better. Like, why couldn't you just collect your money and be done? Why you got to tag the man? Like, we know he courts hoes. We know that. But, like, this is her big one. She really wants the world to know that she done leveled up to a president.
Leveled up.
One day.
Yeah. And guess what? Everybody's reporting on it. Look, Portia, Real Housewives of Atlanta, new married elderly man. This is pathetic. They are reporting on there.
Child, not elderly.
Girl.
Imagine
him
she said she's gonna get her African dream one way or the other.
Can you imagine taking his teeth out, eating on her? Let me eat you with my hand. Yes, that married man, take a seat, Portia.
Lord, my neighbor's dog.
Well, look, you done had trees fall in their yard. Don't let that dog fall in their yard.
Oh no, he don't play about me, okay? Because it was a FedEx man came the other day. Cause I be feeding him. I'll be feeding him stuff he don't supposed to have. And FedEx man came and was walking up on me. He almost came up out that yard, baby. And I had to tell him, I said, look, LP, now we can't be going after my FedEx and UPS men because I love them, okay? I said, but anybody else, you can charge them just like that. It's a German Shepherd. And baby, he don't play about me.
Like Fufu, listen, Portia like girls too. So can you imagine? Because he can't get it up. She's over there entertaining him.
You say my greenhouse is gone.
You what?
My greenhouse, they came in and got the wreckage.
Oh, Lord. Well, y'all, I'm ready to go and watch the Housewives show. It is almost my bedtime. I am taking a Benadryl tonight so I can go to sleep. Now that it made December relationship, yep. But y'all, the feds are going, ICE is going to allow Simon to go to court. Whenever the court date is, the ICE agents are going to take Simon to court. Could you imagine? And Portia probably will have him taken care of as soon as he hit Nigeria. Bat will take care of Simon. Lord, Portia, Portia ain't got no kitty cat. She got a cougar. She got I don't know. But I love y'all. Y'all hit my like button going out. And I love y'all. Bye. Bye, niece.